The journey of Silky the caterpillar in a lush, vibrant meadow, where flowers of every color blossomed and a gentle breeze carried the sweet scent of nature, lived a small caterpillar named Silky. Silky was a fuzzy little creature with a green body adorned with delicate, white stripes. She spent her days munching on leaves, basking in the warm sunlight, and dreaming of the world beyond the meadow. But what set Silky apart from the other caterpillars was her insatiable curiosity and a burning desire to explore. Every day, as Silky crawled along the leaves, she would hear tales from the older insects about the transformation that awaited her kind. One day, they would say, "You will no longer crawl on the ground. You will soar through the sky as a beautiful butterfly." Silky listened intently, her heart filled with excitement and wonder. But there was also a tinge of doubt. Could a simple caterpillar like her truly become something so magnificent? As the days passed, Silky's curiosity grew stronger. She longed to know more about this mysterious transformation. How would it happen? What would it feel like? And most importantly, what would she become? With these questions swirling in her mind, Silky decided that she would embark on a journey to discover the truth about her future. One bright morning, as the sun cast its golden rays across the meadow, Silky set out on her adventure. She bid farewell to her fellow caterpillars, who wished her luck and reminded her to be careful. Silky's journey began with a sense of excitement and determination. She crawled through the tall grasses, navigating her way past rocks and twigs, her tiny legs carrying her forward. The first creature Silky encountered on her journey was a wise old snail named Shelly. Shelly was known throughout the meadow for her vast knowledge of the natural world. Silky approached Shelly with a mix of respect and eagerness. "Good morning, Shelly," Silky greeted politely. "I've heard that one day, I will transform into something called a butterfly. Can you tell me more about this change?" Shelly smiled kindly, her slow movements deliberate and thoughtful. "Ah, Silky, the transformation you speak of is known as metamorphosis. It is a wondrous process that will change you in ways you cannot yet imagine. But remember, this change will not happen overnight. It requires time, patience, and above all, faith in the journey." Silky listened carefully, absorbing every word. "But how will I know when the time is right?" she asked. "You will feel it in your heart," Shelly replied. "When the time comes, your body will tell you what to do. Trust in yourself, Silky. The journey of transformation is a natural one, and you are destined for greatness." With newfound knowledge and a sense of reassurance, Silky thanked Shelly and continued on her way. The meadow was vast, and Silky knew that her journey would be long and full of challenges. But she was determined to learn as much as she could before her transformation. As Silky ventured deeper into the meadow, she encountered a group of ants busily working together to build their anthill. They moved in perfect harmony, each ant knowing its role and purpose. Silky watched them in awe, admiring their teamwork and dedication. One of the ants, noticing Silky's presence, paused and approached her. "Hello there, little caterpillar. What brings you to our part of the meadow?" "I'm on a journey to learn about my future," Silky replied. "I've heard that I will one day become a butterfly, but I don't know how or when it will happen." The ant nodded understandingly. "Transformation is a remarkable thing, Silky. But it is not something that can be rushed. Like our work here, it takes time and effort. Each step you take, each leaf you eat, brings you closer to that moment. Be patient and trust the process." Silky smiled, grateful for the ant's advice. "Thank you for your wisdom. I will remember your words." With renewed determination, Silky continued her journey. She crawled through the meadow, her tiny body moving steadily along the path. As the days turned into weeks, Silky began to notice subtle changes within herself. Her appetite grew, and she found herself eating more leaves than ever before. Her body felt heavier, and she knew that something significant was happening. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and the sky turned shades of pink and orange, Silky found herself at the edge of the meadow. There, she encountered a beautiful ladybug perched on a blade of grass. The ladybug's red shell was adorned with black spots, and her wings glistened in the fading light. "Good evening, little caterpillar," the ladybug greeted with a gentle smile. "What brings you to this part of the meadow?" Silky explained her journey and her desire to learn about her future transformation. The ladybug listened intently, her eyes filled with understanding. "Silky, you are on the brink of a great change," the ladybug said softly. "The time is near for you to begin your metamorphosis. But before you do, you must find a safe place to rest, a place where you can build your cocoon." Silky's heart raced with anticipation. "How will I know where to build my cocoon?" she asked. "Listen to your instincts," the ladybug replied. "Find a quiet spot, away from the dangers of the meadow. There, you will be able to undergo your transformation in peace. Trust yourself, Silky. You are ready." With the ladybug's words echoing in her mind, Silky knew that the time had come. She felt a deep sense of purpose and clarity. The journey she had embarked on had led her to this moment, and she was ready to embrace the change. Silky spent the next few days searching for the perfect spot to build her cocoon. She explored every corner of the meadow, her senses heightened by the knowledge that her transformation was imminent. Finally, she found a secluded area beneath a large oak tree. The ground was soft, and the air was filled with the gentle rustle of leaves. It was the perfect place. With a sense of calm and determination, Silky began to spin her cocoon. She worked tirelessly, her tiny legs weaving delicate threads of silk around her body. As she spun, she felt a deep sense of peace and fulfillment. This was her destiny, and she was ready to embrace it. Once her cocoon was complete, Silky settled inside, her body nestled within the protective shell. The world outside grew quiet, and Silky felt herself drifting into a deep, restful sleep. She knew that when she awoke, she would be forever changed. Days turned into weeks, and the meadow continued its cycle of life. The flowers bloomed and withered, the birds sang their songs, and the sun rose and set in a never-ending rhythm. But within the cocoon, a miraculous transformation was taking place. As Silky slept, her body underwent a profound change. The caterpillar she had once been was slowly dissolving, giving way to something new and extraordinary. Her tiny legs fused together, her body reshaped itself, and delicate wings began to form. The process was slow and gradual, but every moment brought her closer to her true self. Finally, one warm morning, as the first rays of sunlight filtered through the leaves, Silky began to stir. The cocoon that had protected her during her transformation now felt tight and constricting. Silky knew that the time had come to break free. With a burst of energy, Silky pushed against the walls of her cocoon. The silk threads began to give way, and soon, a small crack appeared. Silky wiggled and squirmed, her determination unwavering. Slowly, she emerged from the cocoon, her new body glistening in the sunlight. Silky had transformed into a beautiful butterfly. Her wings were a vibrant shade of blue, with intricate patterns that shimmered in the light. She felt a rush of exhilaration as she stretched her wings, feeling their strength and grace. For a moment, Silky simply marveled at her new form. The doubts and fears she had once held were gone, replaced by a deep sense of joy and fulfillment. She had completed her journey and emerged as the creature she was always meant to be. With a gentle flutter, Silky lifted herself off the ground. She soared into the sky, her wings carrying her higher and higher. The meadow stretched out below her, a patchwork of colors and life. Silky felt a sense of freedom and exhilaration that she had never known before. As she flew, Silky encountered many of the creatures she had met on her journey. The wise old snail, the hard-working ants, and the gentle ladybug all looked up in awe as Silky soared above them. They recognized her as the little caterpillar who had once crawled among the leaves, and they marveled at the transformation she had undergone. Silky flew from flower to flower, her delicate wings allowing her to explore the meadow in ways she had never imagined. She drank nectar from the blossoms, feeling the sweet taste fill her with energy. She danced in the air, her heart filled with happiness and contentment, but Silky's journey was not yet complete. She knew that her transformation had given her the gift of flight, but it had also given her something even more precious, the wisdom she had gained along the way. As the days passed, Silky became a guide for other caterpillars in the meadow. She shared her story with them, encouraging them to embrace their own journeys of transformation. She taught them about the importance of patience, perseverance, and faith in the process. Silky's wisdom spread throughout the meadow, and soon, she was known as the guardian of the caterpillars. The young caterpillars looked up to her with admiration and respect, knowing that she had once been like them. They listened to her advice, trusting in her guidance as they prepared for their own metamorphosis. One day, as Silky rested on a sunlit flower, she noticed a small caterpillar crawling nearby. The caterpillar looked up at her with wide eyes, filled with curiosity and wonder. "Are you really the butterfly that everyone talks about?" the caterpillar asked. Silky smiled gently, her wings fluttering in the breeze. "Yes, I am. But I was once a caterpillar, just like you. I know that the journey ahead may seem daunting, but remember this, you are stronger than you think, and you are destined for greatness. Trust in yourself, and you will find your way." The young caterpillar nodded, her heart filled with hope. Silky watched as the little caterpillar continued on her path, knowing that she, too, would one day undergo the same transformation. As the seasons changed, Silky continued to explore the meadow, her wings carrying her to new heights. She reveled in the beauty of the world around her, grateful for the journey that had led her to this moment. And so, the story of Silky the caterpillar became a legend in the meadow, passed down from generation to generation. Her journey of transformation inspired countless others to embrace their own paths, knowing that with patience, perseverance, and faith, they could achieve greatness. In the end, Silky's story was not just about the transformation from caterpillar to butterfly, but about the wisdom gained along the way, the understanding that true growth comes from within, and that every journey, no matter how challenging, is a beautiful and necessary part of life. And so, Silky continued to soar through the skies. Her wings a symbol of the power of transformation and the beauty of embracing one's true self. Do you still like today's story? If you like, please remember to subscribe to this channel and click the like icon. You can receive notifications and hear the latest stories as soon as possible. Good night, my baby.